The number of Alabamians getting the COVID-19 vaccine is on the rise, and that is a positive sign for doctors. More than 2 million people have received at least one dose. Now the focus is on making sure that people follow through and get their second shot. A little under 500,000 people have not done that. Now, Governor Ivey is making her position very clear, though. Despite a rise in both infections and hospitalizations, no changes will be made. That includes issuing another state of emergency.
The weapon we have that works with the COVID is to get vaccinated. People don't need a mandate, they just need to be encouraged and do the right thing and take the shot. The shot is a weapon against this insidious infection.
And Governor Ivey is not alone on that no mandate front. An Alabama lawmaker is working on a bill to ban public kindergarten through 12th grade schools from requiring masks. The challenge of protecting our kids in the face of this growing COVID wave is all over the map. Governors in 7 states already banning mask mandates in schools. That list currently does not include our state. And the Alabama Daily News reports that Muscle Shoals State Representative Andrew Sorrell is drafting a bill that would add Alabama to that list. Sorrell says his bill would give parents the right to choose, not the government. Last year, all of the schools in the state were mandated under Governor Ivey's state health order, but the governor allowed the mask order to expire earlier this year. And so far this school year, the mask mandates have been different from district to district. Hoover and Birmingham City schools do require them. Jefferson and Shelby County schools do not. Shelby County is one of the districts to recommend mask wearing. The district says it is following health trends, but it's planning for a more normal school year, and this includes making masks optional. Andrew Bartran and dozens of other parents say that they were caught off guard by that decision, though, and they have formed a private Facebook group to share their concerns. Bartran says he works in healthcare and has been on the front lines of this pandemic. He says this virus is still very much a risk.
To just pretend like COVID's over and we don't need to, take any of the obvious and the minimum precautions to take our kids' health seriously and protect them is kind of ridiculous to me. So I'm very disappointed in that decision.
And Bartran says that he and other parents have reached out to the Board of Education but have not heard back. Shelby County School starts back on a staggered schedule. Half of the students return today, the other half tomorrow. Well, mask up regardless of vaccination status. That's the guidance from the CDC and the Alabama Department of Public Health when it comes to the new school year. But as we know, a lot of districts, as we just reported, have chosen not to require masks this fall. Some vaccinated teachers have peace of mind despite sharing a building with unvaccinated educators and students.
And a lot of them are vaccinated and they are feeling a little bit better about being in schools, but they're being put in buildings with people who are unvaccinated and who don't want to wear a mask.
The Central Alabama American Federation of Teachers says even with the fear of the Delta variant in schools, teachers are motivated to continue their work. She says that teachers love their students and only want what is best for them. Well, in the last 24 hours, some 115 people have been admitted to hospitals statewide. The total number of patients, it just continues an upward trajectory. We're north of 2,300 as it stands this morning, and it shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. We're told that the state is doing fine in terms of the number of ventilators compared to the number of patients who need them. The larger concern here is staffing.
I mean, certainly you can add additional sites, you can add tents, you can add other places to take care of patients, but you also have to have doctors, nurses, and other support personnel for these capabilities.
Now, while our hospitals are okay for the time being, facilities in other states are not as lucky. Take the case of 9-year-old cancer patient Walker Beery from Louisiana. His parents bring him to Birmingham to receive proton radiation treatment. And with 2,900 patients receiving care in Louisiana, Walker's dad says he's worried about what awaits them back at home.
What we are afraid of as it relates to New Orleans is the rampant run-up in the COVID population, particularly at New Orleans Children's Hospital where our son is seen.
Now, Taylor says he hopes that people take proper precautions, enabling hospitals to free up any bed space. In the end, they just want to make sure that Walker is safe and cared for. And we're keeping track of all of the changes that come as COVID-19 continues to ravage Alabama. And you can track that too on the WVTM 13 app. It's under the coronavirus tab of the main menu.